Welcome back, everybody. We're here. We've just seen Alien Romulus. Well, not just seen. We saw it last night. But me and Kyle both have busy lives. We both got jobs to go to. But we're reviewing it now for you. So
this is non-spoiler as well.
Non-spoilers. Me and Kyle, no spoilers on our opinions here, but we are at kind of opposite ends of it. Of how we thought about it. But that's okay. We're still friends. We punched it out in the car park. But anyway, let's get into it. So, Kyle, I think there's one thing we both agree on. First act, kind of slow, but I really like the tension that it builds, going up, and it's like, oh, alright. And all the nice, slow bits, and it just gets you a little bit scared for even the littlest things happen. There's a few jump scares early on in the film that aren't even, remotely anything scary.
Yeah, I just think, I don't want to obviously spoil. It's completely spoiler-free. It's just, for me, how I view this film, if I had to break it down very simply, it's just, the beginning is very slow. It speeds up a little bit, but it's not fast by any means. The midway point, so,
I love the second
film,
act. I love the second act.
Yeah, so break it down into three acts. Act 1 is slow. Act 2 is probably the best out of the three acts, and then Act 3 is just bad. It's just not good.
I like Act 3. It's definitely stuff we've seen before. I like it though, but that's definitely the thing that
I know, but
made me a bit,
the thing with
creeped me out the most.
The thing with it is, I just felt like there was nothing really all that surprising to it. I'll give it credit where credit's due. It does have a couple of things in there that does help you satisfy, say if you're a fan of the original or the sequel or even the Prometheus films like I am. I'm a fan of all of it, but I especially really like the Prometheus stuff.
They say something in this and I looked over at Kyle, but my chair wasn't reclining either, so it was more like me just looking back at him.
Yeah. It was, like I said, it's got all that, and I really appreciate that, but as its own film, I just don't think it can stand on its feet too well. The characters, I just want to go into the characters here, to be honest, I think there's only
So I've got two standouts. Two standouts.
Yeah.
Andy, David Johnson, who plays Andy, he's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to be the breakout star of this, without a doubt.
Absolutely. He was fucking great.
We are going to start seeing him in a lot of things, I think.
Hopefully, yeah.
And Rain, Kaylee Spenny, I believe it is. She were really good as well. She's like our lead in the film.
I'm gonna disagree.
You didn't like?
That's not who my second person is as my sort of standout, I guess.
But I think we both agree that David Johnson's on top, Andy.
Absolutely, yeah.
Andy it's not even close
great.
As well. It's by a lot that he's...
100%. Yeah. Yeah, so actually my second favourite character, I can't actually mention because it's a bit of a spoiler, is definitely the you know who I'm on about, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, the character is briefly in the film and serves as like a way to sort of help the story move along a bit. But yeah, definitely them two were like my standouts. Both performed excellent, and just for the human characters, I didn't really care for them or like them at all. Especially for the main character, she just felt very, I kind of like her purpose, but I just felt like there was things in the film where it was just bad luck for the sake of bad luck. Like, they should have called this movie Alien Murphy's Law, which is Murphy's Law, as you probably know.
Yeah.
Anything that bad can happen will happen, and this is like the absolute thing of that.
Yeah.
Characters make the dumbest decisions in this film as well, where I'm just like, I remember looking over at Callum and obviously Wayne at the cinema, and I was like, what the fuck is going on? Why would you, it's to put it lightly, the best way I can put it is, like your old horror flicks that you used to watch, or you've probably seen. It's like if the main character goes down or a side character goes down into the deep dark woods, right? The flashlight starts flickering. It's not working properly. The battery's not working, and they get caught by the monster or whatever it is, or the ghost. That's how I put this film in, and its horror aspects. It's really bad. I don't like. I mean, there's some bits, the tension build up is good.
I want
but the kills.
I want to disagree with you a little bit. Every situation people get into is for an emotional purpose. Now, I don't want to be spoiling it, but stuff happens, at the beginning. People are only in certain positions because they care about certain people. And then halfway through, someone only runs down a corridor because it's someone they care about. At the end, someone only does something because they care about that person. So I think maybe not narrative driven, but a lot of these decisions were definitely emotionally driven. And you might not be able to feel that, Kyle, because you're a sociopath. But
no, I
just don't agree with you on that. And that's.
I'll say this This is for the final one, the final,
And
let's say this.
I think they give a reason for a lot of things going wrong. In the station at the beginning.
They do, but they just kind of, it just feels like, it's conveniently they find this ship and, they've only got a certain amount of time because of that. It just feels all too sort of convenient kind of thing. And I don't really like that. I like there to sort of be a reason, like, I'm not spoiling anything, but when the ship sort of scratches along it and it accelerates things up, I would have much rather preferred that was the reason that it's even going in a that's why the timer has started kind of thing, rather than having a preset timer and all that. Just little things here where I'm just like, you're explaining it and it's like you don't even need it in the first place kind of thing, like the factor of it.
It definitely led to up the stakes. And
yeah, but I just feel like there's too many stakes to the point where it's like, it just kind of, it's all too much.
Well, that's what I like. Everything would just pile in on top of them, and it was like one thing after another. And you get to a point, and I think, they're not fucking getting out of here.
You do feel like that.
Yeah.
I definitely had that feeling. Towards the end of the film, I definitely had that feeling. But the thing that really sort of just ruined it for me when is the final bit. Like, the final bit looks amazing, and I won't say
yes,
in
it
what
does.
way, but that was fucking great. I love
and
that.
This was supposed to be straight to Hulu, by the way. So the fact it looks that good is amazing.
Yeah.
Practical effects in this, visual effects, let's just get that. They were all great. They were
phenomenal.
All
yeah,
great.
Top stuff. But just the thing of, she goes down to something, and I'm like, why would you go down there? What is the point? Like, why would you, they show a shot where it's like, oh no, this part of the ship can be detached, right? Again, I'm trying not to spoil it, but this part of the ship can be detached. And there's, let's say, you don't want to go down in the cargo bay, let's put it that way. She goes down into the fucking cargo bay. Why? We don't get a reason for that.
We kind of... I don't want to get into spoilers. I'll speak to you after about that, but it's...
Yeah.
I don't think it's as dumb as you're making it sound.
I think it's as dumb as it sounds.
Yeah, but...
As it was.
One thing, I think one thing we can both agree on, though, is... Even I said this to you, and I actually quite like this film. The more I'm thinking about it, the more I like it. You said you wouldn't go back and see it.
Yeah.
I'm thinking maybe I want to see this one more time in cinema. But one thing we both agree on is the kills. The kills just weren't that creative. They were kind of boring. Now, maybe because this franchise, we've seen everything you can do with a kill. So maybe that's it. Maybe I was expecting a bit too much from that aspect, but yeah, there weren't really any creative kills.
Yeah, I mean, like, there was just nothing that sort of stood out when the alien kills certain characters or whatever.
Yeah.
There's just nothing in it that's kind of like, oh my god, that was shocking. Like, I've seen more shocking things from, I think, for me, from what I've seen as of late, like we're talking lately stuff, the gold standard for me is definitely Boy Kills World, and the way they sort of deal with like the action and the gore and stuff. This just feels like it cuts away. It feels like it's a PG film almost. Do you know what I mean?
Do you know what? Yeah, I feel like I think it's definitely got more of the R rating or the 15 where we're from because of the disturbing aspects of it, not because of like bloody violence, which there is bloody violence, but it's definitely more of like you will leave this more disturbed than.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's not on the same level as like Venom, the first one at least, but it's definitely like kind of going that direction where it's like, okay, this could have been, this is just an R rating because of the disturbing stuff that kind of happens mainly towards the end of the film.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I was looking forward. Originally I was looking forward to it when I heard they were making it. And then I watched the first trailer. I was kind of uninterested because I thought, oh, this is just Alien 1 again. The reviews came out. I was really excited. I was like, okay, it's not going to be what I want from this universe, but it's going to be a great Alien film nonetheless. I don't think it's that great of an Alien film, for me, personally. I still think, for me, Prometheus is better. I know Callum said it's the best. This is how we need to look at it, because
you are really you're probably more of an Alien fan than me, without a doubt. But I still think this is the best one since Aliens, and I don't even think it's close.
It's really annoying because I really wanted it to be the true Alien 3. Obviously, like
the one that Neil Blomkamp were developing.
I think so.
Maybe we'll do a video on the channel about that one day.
Yeah,
the Alien 3 we never got.
Yeah, so that's what I was kind of hoping for, and it felt like it was going in that direction, especially with what they set up at the start of the film. But it just kind of falls flat, and I'm like, I really don't want to watch a sequel to this. I just couldn't care.
I kind of do. Now look, I have problems with the third act as well. They went in a weird direction, which I don't know if too many people will be happy with. I didn't mind it.
Yeah.
But it is definitely something we've seen before. Just different variations of, like, these films always kind of end the same way.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping that, because, like, even the opening of the film, it's, how, like, Rogue One didn't have, like, its opening crawl kind of thing? Well, this did a somewhat of a similar thing, where it's, like, normally in the Alien films, you've got, like, the name Alien slowly comes onto screen. In this, it doesn't happen, so I was like, okay, right.
Well, let's spoil the start of the film. Exactly, no more. When this film starts, it's silent.
Yeah,
silent.
It's really, the opening is pretty actually nice. Yeah,
really impactful.
Pretty
as well.
Good. But it's definitely not that for me. It just felt like it wanted to do. It did all the things it did, where it sort of did things from the other films. It did well.
Do you know what? I've got this written down here. I think all the homages and callbacks and everything, I thought they were done really well and
really well,
classy as well, actually.
But its own thing is too messy. Like its own thing that makes it its own Alien film is just not good. Not to a good standard for me. There's nothing else I can really say about that, to be honest.
No, right.
But that's how I feel about it.
And that's
the film. The film has got some pros and cons. For me, it's got a lot more cons than pros. I don't think it's a terrible movie by any means, and obviously, Callum, you enjoy it, so I'm not going to say don't watch it, but
I'd say if you're an Alien fan, definitely go watch it, because there'll be stuff in there that you like.
Yeah, and I'll say this: it's when the reviews were coming out and they were saying like this is a fucking amazing. I wouldn't say that.
I'm not there. I don't think it's amazing or top tier or all like that. Yeah.
And I'll say this as well.
Obviously,
Callum said, Callum said it's the best Alien film we've had since the original 2. Obviously, there's been 4, but, after Aliens, I disagree with that as well. I still think there's been better movies after that. I'd even say Covenant's just a little bit better. That might be in part to Michael Fassbender.
Damn, that's fucking rough.
Character. Yeah, I would rather go watch Prometheus and Alien Covenant.
Andy's better than David.
This. Do you know what? They should do a third Prometheus film. Bring Fassbender over. Bring Andy over. Just have the androids.
Yeah.
I would watch the shit out of that. That would be really good. But yeah.
Right. I think that'll do us. Guys, let us know what you think down below of Alien Romulus. We are, we're on different ends of this. I think great thing about the channel is me and Kyle are always going to come on here and just start sucking each other off and agreeing with each other. If, we are our own people. He didn't really like it. I enjoyed it. So yeah. What you rating this film, Kyle? Out of 10.
I'm giving it's a tricky one, but I think just it's sitting at a maybe 4.5 to a 5 for me.
Fucking hell, that is rough.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go 7.5.
If the film, let's say if this film did something completely different and or even retread the same stuff that it did in the original Alien film, and it was still a fantastic film, I probably would have been more down for that. I just feel like this tried to do too many different things, and the homages, like we said, are great, but as its own Alien film, so let's say in 20 years' time they make another Alien film, I don't see the point of them having a homage to this film, because I don't think it does anything.
Well, I think this will probably get a sequel because it's tracking pretty well for the weekend, and it didn't have a super crazy budget. So this will probably get a sequel.
Yeah, I mean, it won't deter me off of watching the next one, but I'm not bothered, really. I will go see it. I'll give it a chance. Of course, I'm not going to be proper arrogant. I will give, the sequel a chance when it does arrive, but my hopes aren't high. My hopes are, not good.
Now, now look, 7.5 for me. Definitely Andy was amazing in it. David Johnson, that's his name. Go see it. I'd say go see it.
That's the only reason why this has got, as high of a score as it has is Andy.
I'd go say see it for his performance. It's somewhat special, actually. So
it's fucking amazing. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So yeah, it won't be long until we hear that he's been cast in the DCU or MCU. One of them's gonna scoop him up, probably.
Hell yeah.
But right, guys, thanks for watching. Did you like Alien Romulus? Did you hate Alien Romulus? Was you? It's Alien Romulus. Have you not seen Alien Romulus? Are you going to go see it now because of our review? Are you not going to see it because of our review? So yeah. Alright. Bye, people. Wow. Wasn't that a great video? Would you agree, Kyle?
Yes, you should definitely give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed.
We are now late night TV talk show hosts who say subscribe to our channel after video because we are cool.
Oh, fuck yeah, that's kind of what we're doing, aren't we?
Mate, just commit to it.
Oh, no.
But don't commit, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Right, thanks for watching.
Yeah.